Hey everyone! So in today's video I'll be taking you through a week of development. My focus this week is to work towards a fully playable first level. I don't think I'll quite be there by the end of this week, but I'm excited because I'll have something playable soon. It is 9 a.m. Monday morning. Monday mornings I like to organize my week on Trello. This week, the big things I want to get done are player UI, finishing up the pineapple gorilla, getting enemy attacks doing damage, have enemies die when they reach 0, and a main menu if I have time. To get started today, I wanted to work on an idle animation for the gorilla. I realized I wanted to have a cooldown between his attacks, so I need to give him an idle. It took me a while to land on something I was happy with, but eventually I decided to just move his leafy hair. This is what I ended up with, and I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Next, I'm going to rig him up and take a quick lunch break. For the rest of the day, I'm going to work on some nitpicky things so I can be more productive the rest of the week. To be specific, my player character is using an overlap circle function to trigger his attack. This works well for quick attacks that are only active for a few frames, but I later changed his attack to be slower, so I think a hitbox with on-trigger enter will be a better fit. My enemies are also using on-trigger enter for their attacks, so I want to make sure everything is working the same way. Tuesday morning. Admittedly, I'm having a moment of weakness after doing a bunch of grindy work yesterday. This might be a mistake, but in hopes of being a bit more streamlined, I'm going to work on a main menu. It's been a while since I've done UI stuff, so I'm sure I'm going to have to relearn some things. Hopefully I can get something complete by the end of the day. I'll spare you all the struggle that came with today and just skip to the end. My goal was to have a solid framework for a main menu that can be expanded upon later. With that in mind, I decided on prefabs for my UI elements so I can animate them exactly how I like. I didn't spend too much time animating, but what I have so far should give you an idea of what I'm aiming towards. It is Wednesday morning. I don't have a ton of time for development today because I'm going on a hike later with some friends. I do want to finish up my gorilla though, so I'm hoping I can get that done before I leave. So just a quick update, I managed to get everything working and I'm really happy with how the gorilla has turned out. It's mostly finished, maybe a few updates on hitboxes, but for now it's done. Hopefully you can tell it attacks whatever is closest to it unless it's attacking a plant and the player walks near it. If that happens, the gorilla will switch to the player. That's it for development today though. My friends are here now, so I'm gonna go for a nice hike and enjoy the sun. It is Thursday morning. Today I want to get my player and enemies actually dealing damage, and I want to set up a UI that tracks player health and energy. It's around lunchtime now. I have a health bar set up and I'm happy with how it's working. I know it looks ugly, I'll change it later. I'm more worried about how it functions. My player and enemy attacks simply trigger a hit function which modifies player and enemy health. The UI health bar tracks this health and moves accordingly. For the rest of the day, I added in an energy tracker to the UI and added health gain functionality to the energy pickup, along with a few random fixes here and there. I am done development for the day. As for the rest of the night, I'm going out to meet some friends for a few drinks. None of us are really that into sports, so we didn't realize it was NBA Finals night, but we had a good time either way. And that does it for this week's video. My Friday will be spent editing this. Huge thank you to my first Patreon supporter, Ryan Johnson. Your support means the world to me, so thanks again. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next week.